The topic that we are going to see today is syntax directed translation. Now, syntax directed translation is used for semantic analysis. Every time the production is given and the semantic rule is given associated with it. So, this is called as a semantic rule, and this is your production. So, for every production, there is some semantic rule. So, if I read this, E tends to E plus T has a semantic rule that print plus, while T don't have any semantic rule. This production has this semantic rule, this doesn't have any semantic rule, and this one is having this semantic rule. Okay, now suppose, for example, this is the expression which is given in the form of an infix notation. So whatever the translation we do on this expression, we will get the postfix expression of given infix expression. So this is the syntax directed translation scheme which is written to convert any infix arithmetic expression into postfix expression. Now the technique that we are going to apply here is bottom up parsing, and we are going from left to right. And what we are going to do on every reduction, we are going to apply the semantic rule. So this is what we have to remember, that we are using bottom up parser. So the characteristic of a bottom up parser is that every reduction we have to apply a semantic rule. So if this is a reduction, then we apply this semantic rule. If this is a reduction, then we apply no semantic rule. And we are going from left to right. Okay, so we are going from left to right. So what we will do first is to draw the semantic tree for this expression. Now how to draw the semantic tree for this expression? Every time we will start with the start symbol, that is E. Now we are having two options over here from start symbol, either E plus T or T. As we are having plus over here, we can take E plus T. From T we can take T into F. For F we can directly take num. For T we are going to first take as F, and then from F we are going to take num. Here for E we are going to first take T, then for T we are going to take F, and for F we are going to take num. Now what num is saying, that print the value of this. Num is nothing but a num value. Okay, so this is how your syntax tree will look like after we derived it for a 2 plus 3 into 4. So 2 plus 3 into 4. As we know, the precedence of in multiplication is higher, 3 into 4 is first done, and whatever the answer, that will be given for addition. Now our task is to go bottom up and from left to right. So as we are starting from left to right, we will go to the bottom and we will go upward side. Okay, and from left to right, we are not starting from this side, we are going from this side. So from bottom I am going up. So whenever there is a reduction, I have to apply a semantic rule. Now see, F num is a reduction. F num is a reduction. And what is the action that I have to perform? I have to print the value of num. The value of num over here is 2. So what I am going to print is 2. So this is my first semantic rule, and the action is 2. Then T tends to F. This is also a reduction. But T tends to F don't have any semantic rule. So let it be. Then E tends to T is also a reduction. But E tends to T is not having any semantic action. So we will go this side. We don't have anything for a plus. Then again we will go this one, and then from bottom to up. Now F and num is having a reduction, and F is to num says that print the value of F. Then we will go upward direction. T F is a reduction, but we don't have any action for T F. Then we skip the into sign and we will go this one. So again we will get F num. F num is a reduction. So what we have to do? We have to print the value of num, that is 4. Then as I go upward, I will get another reduction, that is T tends to T into F. T tends to T into F is a reduction, and what action I have to perform is print multiplication sign. Then when I go upward, I found another reduction, that is e tends to e plus t. E tends to e plus t is having a semantic rule, that is print plus. So I will print plus over here. So what output I am getting is 234 into plus. So that is nothing but the postfix expression for the given infix expression. So this is how your bottom up parsing will work on the semantic rule. Now let us take an example that has been asked in a GATE examination. The semantic rules has been given and we have to derive a tree AAB using bottom up parser, and then we have to find out this output for the given tree. So our first task is to draw the tree for input AAB. As I have said, every time we have to start with the start symbol, that is S. This, as I don't have single A, I can take A and capital A. Here I can associate a semantic rule for it. Let this semantic rule is number 1, this semantic rule number 2, and this is semantic rule number 3. So for this I have associated a semantic rule number 1. Again I have to divide A as SB because what I want is double AB. Then I will reduce S to small a. Now there is A, and B. For this, what will be the production? That is this. And S to A, for this we are using semantic rule number 2. So this is how my tree looks like. Here I added this extra nodes as a number of semantic rule that I am using. Which number of semantic rule I am using? Because every time when we do the reduction, we have to go over there and see which type of semantic rule to apply. So if I am having a number, I can directly go to the semantic number 2 or direct semantic number 3. So as it is a small tree, we don't require much calculations, but if it is a tree is complex or more bigger than this one, then it may be a complicated. So what I have associated it with a semantic rule number. Now see, as we are using a bottom up parsing, first we will go in a bottom. Okay. After going to bottom, we have skipped this small a as there is no production. Then we will go this one and we will going like this. Okay. So this is how I am going to traverse the bottom up parsing. So first reduction that I get is S tends to A, and it is the production number 2, and what it says that print 2. Then I go to B, there is no production. Then I go to upward, so I found a production, that is A tends to SB. As A tends to SB is a reduction, I have to print the semantic rule number 3, and which says me to print 3. Then again I go upward, I found another reduction, that is S tends to small a capital A, and which is associated with the semantic rule number 1. And what does the semantic rule number 1 say? Print 1. So this is the simple way, this is to find out the answer. So answer is 2, 3, 1. So what we have done, we have gone from bottom to up, and for every reduction from going from bottom to up, we apply the semantic rule. First S tends to A, then 2, A tends to SB, then 3, S tends to AA, then 1. So this is how your bottom up parser will work for syntax directed translation.